Dun inland taipan. The inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake, is widely regarded as the most venomous land snake in the world. It inhabits the remote black soil plains of central Australia, particularly in parts of Queensland, South Australia, and the Northern Territory. Adults typically grow between 1.8 and 2.5 meters long, and primarily feed on rats and other small mammals. Its venom evolved to rapidly kill warm-blooded prey and contains a powerful combination of neurotoxins, myotoxins, and blood-clotting agents. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is shy, reclusive, and rarely encountered by humans. Most Australians will never see one in the wild, which explains why it is responsible for very few bites. Coastal taipan. The coastal taipan is one of Australia's largest venomous snakes and can exceed 2.5 meters in length. It occurs along parts of Queensland, the Northern Territory, and northeastern Western Australia. This species is fast-moving, highly alert, and an active hunter of rodents. Its venom is among the most dangerous of any snake on Earth and can cause paralysis, internal bleeding, and respiratory failure if untreated. Before anti-venom became available, bites were frequently fatal. Although capable of defending itself aggressively when cornered, the coastal taipan generally prefers escape over confrontation. Central Ranges taipan. The Central Ranges taipan inhabits remote rocky mountain ranges and desert regions in central Australia. It remained largely unknown to science until relatively recently because of its isolated habitat. Closely related to the inland and coastal taipans, it combines speed, agility, and highly potent venom. Little is known about its behavior compared to its famous relatives, but experts consider it one of Australia's most medically significant snakes. Fortunately, its remote distribution keeps encounters with humans extremely rare. Eastern brown snake. The eastern brown snake is often considered Australia's most dangerous snake in practical terms. It is responsible for more snakebite deaths than any other Australian species. Found throughout eastern and southeastern Australia, it thrives in farmland, grasslands, and suburban environments. Eastern browns are fast, intelligent hunters that feed heavily on rodents. Their venom contains potent toxins that affect blood clotting and the cardiovascular system. Because they commonly live near people and can become defensive when threatened, they account for a large percentage of serious snakebite incidents. Western brown snake. The western brown snake, often known as the guardar, occupies a huge range across western and central Australia. It is highly adaptable and can survive in deserts, scrublands, grasslands, and agricultural areas. Coloration varies considerably depending on location, making identification difficult. Its venom is extremely dangerous and can trigger severe clotting disorders and organ damage. Although it usually retreats when disturbed, it should never be underestimated due to its potent venom and widespread distribution. Northern brown snake. The northern brown snake occurs throughout tropical northern Australia. It inhabits savannas, floodplains, open forests, and grasslands. Like other brown snakes, it is an active daytime hunter that relies on speed and excellent eyesight. Its venom is highly toxic and capable of causing rapid medical emergencies. While less famous than the eastern brown snake, it is one of the most important venomous snakes in northern Australia and occasionally comes into contact with people in rural communities. Dugite. The dugite is one of the most significant venomous snakes in southwestern Australia. It is especially common around Perth and surrounding regions, making it one of the snakes most likely to be encountered by local residents. Dugites are slender, agile snakes that range in color from pale brown to dark olive. Their venom can cause severe illness and requires urgent medical treatment. Although generally shy, they can become defensive if trapped, and their proximity to urban areas makes them an important public safety concern. Tiger snake. Tiger snakes are among Australia's most recognizable venomous snakes. Many individuals display dark bands resembling those of a tiger, although some populations appear almost entirely black. They are commonly found near wetlands, rivers, marshes, and coastal habitats in southern Australia. Excellent swimmers, tiger snakes feed on frogs, fish, birds, and small mammals. Their venom affects muscles, nerves, and blood clotting mechanisms. Historically, tiger snakes caused many fatalities before the development of effective antivenom, and remain one of Australia's most medically significant species. Mainland death adder. The mainland death adder is unlike most Australian snakes because it relies on ambush rather than active hunting. It spends long periods motionless, blending perfectly into leaf litter and sandy ground. Using a worm-like tail lure, it attracts curious prey within striking range. Death adders possess long fangs and deliver fast strikes comparable to those of vipers. Their venom contains powerful neurotoxins capable of causing paralysis. Before antivenom became available, bites often resulted in death, giving the species its ominous name, desert death adder. The desert death adder inhabits arid and semi-arid regions of central Australia. It resembles the mainland death adder, but is specially adapted to harsh desert environments. Like its relatives, it relies on camouflage and ambush tactics rather than speed. Its venom is highly potent and primarily affects the nervous system. Because it remains motionless for extended periods, people can accidentally step very close to one without realizing it is present. Mulga Snake. The Mulga snake, commonly called the king brown snake, is one of Australia's largest venomous snakes and can exceed 3 meters in length. It occupies an enormous range covering deserts, woodlands, grasslands, and rocky regions. Although its venom is not as toxic drop for drop as that of Taipans or brown snakes, it can inject more venom than almost any other Australian snake. This massive venom yield makes bites potentially very serious. Mulga snakes are powerful predators that consume reptiles, birds, mammals, and even other snakes. Red-bellied black snake. The red-bellied black snake is one of Australia's most iconic reptiles. It is easily identified by its glossy black body and vivid red or pink underside. Found along much of eastern Australia, it favors rivers, swamps, wetlands, and moist forests. This species feeds heavily on frogs and is often encountered near water. Its venom can cause severe pain, swelling, and tissue damage, although fatalities are now extremely rare. Generally less aggressive than many brown snakes, it often retreats when approached. Blue-bellied black snake. The blue-bellied black snake is closely related to the red-bellied black snake and occurs mainly in northeastern Australia. It inhabits rainforests, wetlands, and moist coastal regions. The species displays a distinctive bluish coloration on its lower body that separates it from its more famous relative. Its venom is medically significant and can produce serious symptoms requiring hospitalization. Because it inhabits dense vegetation, it is often seen less frequently than other dangerous snakes. Spotted black snake. The spotted black snake is found across parts of eastern Australia and is named for the small markings scattered across its dark scales. It often occurs near rivers, wetlands, and floodplains where frogs are abundant. This species is an excellent swimmer and frequently hunts aquatic prey. Although not usually aggressive, it possesses potent venom capable of causing serious illness. Its combination of large size and medically important venom places it among Australia's dangerous snakes. Lowlands Copperhead. The lowlands copperhead inhabits southeastern Australia, particularly cooler regions where many other snakes are less active. It is unusual for remaining active during cold weather and can often be encountered on mild winter days. Copperheads occupy marshes, grasslands, and damp habitats and feed on frogs, reptiles, and small mammals. Their venom is highly toxic and can cause severe symptoms if untreated. Despite this, they generally prefer avoidance over confrontation. Rough-scaled snake. The rough-scaled snake is a secretive species native to forests and woodlands of eastern Australia. It is named after the distinctive texture of its scales, which feel rough compared to those of most snakes. For many years, it was considered uncommon and little studied. Modern research has revealed that its venom is among the most potent of Australia's lesser-known snakes. Because it spends much of its life hidden in forest habitats, encounters with humans are relatively rare. Small-eyed snake. The small-eyed snake is a slender nocturnal species found along Australia's eastern coast. During the day, it shelters beneath rocks, logs, and leaf litter before emerging at night to hunt reptiles and small amphibians. Its venom can cause muscle breakdown, leading to potentially serious complications. Although bites are uncommon, they require immediate medical attention. Its small size often causes people to underestimate the danger it poses. Broad-headed snake. The broad-headed snake is a rare and protected species restricted mainly to sandstone regions of New South Wales. It spends much of its time sheltering in rock crevices and beneath sandstone slabs. This snake grows more slowly than many Australian species and has become vulnerable because of habitat disturbance. Although not commonly encountered, it possesses medically significant venom. Its rarity makes it one of Australia's most unusual dangerous snakes. Collet snake. Collet snake is one of Australia's most striking venomous snakes, displaying alternating reddish and dark bands across its body. Found primarily in inland Queensland, it inhabits clay soils, floodplains, and grasslands. It is an active hunter that feeds on reptiles and small mammals. Despite being relatively uncommon, its venom is exceptionally potent and can produce severe symptoms. Among snake enthusiasts, it is often regarded as one of Australia's most beautiful yet dangerous species. Olive sea snake. The olive sea snake is one of Australia's largest and most widespread sea snakes. It inhabits coral reefs, coastal waters, and seagrass beds across northern Australia. Unlike land snakes, it spends nearly its entire life in the ocean and possesses a paddle-shaped tail for efficient swimming. Olive sea snakes hunt fish, crustaceans, and eels beneath the surface. Their venom is extremely powerful and adapted to immobilize aquatic prey quickly. Although bites on humans are rare, they can be very serious and require urgent medical treatment.